Alright, so today's project, been meaning to start for a long time. This is my 1986 Chevy S10, two-wheel drive, long bed, super clean truck. I got it swapped out to a G80 locker rear axle from a 2000 Chevy Blazer. Disc brakes all the way around. Super clean interior. But there's one thing that I've always wanted to change, and that is this 2.8 V6 with an automatic transmission. So this video series we are going to attempt to swap in a Chevy 350 V8 and a 4-speed manual. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the bell notification, watch the adventure with us. Okay, so here's our block. This is a 1989 TBI 5.7. It was 50 bucks on Craigslist. We've already done some honing here in the cylinder bores, but they were really rusty, and there's still some scratches that we want to try to get out and some rust that we want to try to get out. So Dad's going to be helping us out today and honing some cylinders, but just to give you an idea of how awful it was, like, I'll scooch this over and you can see that is the head on one side of the engine. That's what it came with, so yikes.
Alright, first we'll start with a little oil. I'm going to get that cylinder nice and oiled up, so I'm going to just use a paintbrush here and some thin oil, brush it around. Make sure we get it down into the cylinder and on the top, give that hone something to grip to. Okay, now go over here and get the hone. Okay, so when you start the hone, you got to collapse it first. Put that in a little bit. Keep that stuck down into the cylinder where it belongs. There we go. And looks like we're about even. Get a little honing going here. You want to hone that up and down. Don't come out of the hole.
So basically we're trying to get, was it 30 to 40 degrees? 45 degree cross mark.
Okay, let's have a look.
So as you can see there, we don't want these perfectly flat. We want the cross sections there to be about 45 degrees.
They look pretty good.
So basically, way to go is a low speed drill, so you can accomplish that and then just keep moving up and down.
Let's have a wipe with the rag and see what we got done. Now, if you see the rag there, that means you got some stuff cut. You can see the coming out.
So you can see it's nice and clean in there. I mean, there's still some more work that we could do, but
That's pretty good.
we got 7 more to go.
Okay, now
So
compare it to this one. You'll see the glaze in this one. See how shiny that is? You want to break that glaze up. And if you back up to the one we just did, you can see we broke up the glaze real good.
yep.
Got a nice rough finish for those new rings to get seated. Okay, that worked out well. Let's go to cylinder number 2. Oil her up.
And this is just some 0W20 motor oil that we had laying around.
Yeah, it's actually synthetic. I don't know for sure if it makes a difference, but it is 020. Okay. Alrighty, I don't want to hit the crank, so I'm going to turn that a little bit. That looks good. Okay, we're in the hole. Good. Wipe her out and have a look.
And then while Dad's doing that and working on the remaining 6 cylinders there, I'm gonna go ahead and soak the pistons. We got those over here. These pistons, some of them have stuck rings. They're way down into the grooves. That one's pretty free, but at least one of them had stuck rings, and we couldn't get them off. So I'm gonna soak those in a combination of waste oil and gasoline just to get those freed up. Alright, so I'm just gonna wipe out this drain pan. This is gonna be our piston soaking pit. Alright, then we're just gonna toss in our pistons first. So I'm just gonna set these top down, and it looks like we should be able to get all 8 in here. Yes, awesome. It's gonna get really stinky in here. I'll move it outside afterwards. Get rid of all this nasty gas that I got laying around anyway. So the gas is a distillate, and that's going to evaporate and help get in all those little grooves and stuff. And then the oil that I put in there is going to be the lubricant, and that's going to help free up those rings. Oh, that one smells like skunk. Oh, God. Oh, that one was 2-stroke oil mixed in. Oh, this is what happens when you're too lazy to go to the gas station. Oh my gosh. Gross. Well, I have the rings covered in just gas already, so we should be able to get by with this motor oil, which is good because I only have 3 quarts of motor oil and the rest was random power steering fluid and gear oil mixed in with motor oil. Kind of evenly distribute this here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the bathtub theory. That's why a little bit
Yeah,
went so
that's-
far, because of all the pistons
Yeah.
displacing it.
Yeah. That's plenty. You're soaking good.
Well, I might as well finish this up.
Alright.
I probably should have pre-mixed this, but it'll be fine. Oh, now I'm stealing cars and cameras. Crap. So what I'm gonna do is move this outside, and then I have an old aquarium that I use for electrolysis. I'm going to put that over top so animals and rain and snow don't get into it. And then we're just gonna let it hang out for probably, I don't know, a week, and then come back, and then the rings should all be freed up. Alright, so we have our little enclosed pond of oil here. Super tight fit. It barely fit over the waste oil container there. Anyway, we'll just let that sit and then come back next week and see if we can get those piston rings off.